Hey, good morning from beautiful Southern Nevada. Hey, I'm pretty excited. I just bought me a new rifle. In fact, just bought it yesterday, haven't even shot it yet. This is the Winchester Wildcat 22 semi-automatic, 22 long rifle, I might add. But I got this yesterday at Sportsman's Warehouse, and like I said, I haven't shot it yet, kind of excited. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cover it real quick, put some rounds through it, get my peep sight sighted in, and then I'm going to put a little red dot on this and have some fun with it. I do want to mention though, it does come with one 10-round magazine. Now the nice thing about this rifle, it takes Ruger 1022 magazines, so that's a big plus. It's one of the reasons I actually bought it. So let's put a few rounds through it, check the reliability, get these sights sighted in, and then I'll put a red dot on it and we'll go over this a little more. And the bolt should lock back on my last round. Yeah, look at that. All right, let's put a few more rounds through this. I've got a pretty good assortment of ammunition I'm going to shoot today. And I have several magazines, including magazines from Ruger and Butler Creek. All right, let's try one of these 25-round magazines. All right, I put 20 rounds in this Ruger BMX 25 magazine. And when I first bought this, I had a problem with it feeding, and that problem, for the most part, has gone away. And I'm also going to be shooting some of that Remington Golden Bullet ammo. And I've actually had problems with that in the past also. So let's see what happens with this combination. Now that magazine, boy, it locks in there nice and snug. I like that. So let's just shoot 20 rounds, hopefully. And the bolt will not lock back unless you're using the Winchester magazine. But it shot those rounds just fine. You know what? Let's go over this real quick, and then we'll get that red dot on it. Weighs 4 pounds, 18-inch barrel. It's got a hole in the stock here for to reduce weight. Actually, I would prefer to have a little more weight back here because it does tend to be a little top heavy because it is so light back here. But really, it's not that bad. You have a upper receiver, and there's actually a lower receiver. We're going to take that apart here in just a moment. 2 ways to take out the magazine. I can hit that red button, she pops right out. Or you have a red piece here on both sides. I can grab those, slide them back, and it pops right out. Have a red lever right here. This is my bolt lock. I can pull back the bolt, push that up, and it locks back like so. 2 ways to release the bolt. I can just pull it back and release it, or I have a red button right here. I can push down and it'll close. And let's see, you got a little plastic piece right here. If you take it off, it gives you access to a sling stud and a couple of Picatinny slots. Pretty cool. There's also another sling stud right here at the end of the buttstock. Okay, let me show you why I really like this rifle. You see this big red button right here? That's to take the rifle apart. So what you want to do is make sure the gun is unloaded, no magazine, no round in the chamber. You have to dry fire it. And now I'm going to push in this red button, and it's easier sometimes probably with a pencil or something else, but I'll see if I can get my fat finger in there. If you push that and pull down on the trigger guard at the same time, this whole assembly comes out. Look at that. Now, Winchester calls this the upper receiver, and they call this the lower receiver. And it is striker fired. That's pretty cool. And it does have two Allen wrenches. One right here, a very small one, to adjust the rear sight. And there's another one here to take the stock off from the upper receiver, and you have two screws for that. Now to put this back together, but actually you can pull this bolt back, lift it up, and take it completely off so you can clean it. But man, isn't that ingenious? Now to put this back together, there's a little lug right here, and I have a slot right here, so I'm just gonna make sure that charging handle is up. Just feed it in there, line up that lug. Probably be easier if I do it right-handed. Get it started. Now I'm going to push in that red button again, and snaps right into place. Look at that. Pretty neat, huh? All right, so now let's take a look at that little red dot. Bushnell TRS-25. Really like this little optic. I have two of them, and I've been using them for years. You've probably seen this in a lot of my videos. Just an excellent little optic. It has 11 brightness settings on it. Takes a very common CR2032 battery. Bushnell says battery life is 3,000 hours. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can see this red dot. There it is. Really can't see it in my monitor, but there it is. Okay, that's set on 11 there. That's as bright as it will get, which is pretty bright when you're actually looking through it with the human eye. Okay, let's get this mounted and do some shooting with it. Let's take a quick look at the magazine, and it resembles a Ruger 1022 magazine. Has steel feed lips, says Winchester here on the side. You'll see this little tab right here. Well, that's what pops up when you fire your last round, and that will lock the bolt back. It also has a little dial here, which actually helps you load the magazine. Just turn that a little bit, drop in around. And this magazine does hold 10 rounds. I tell you, I love a good red dot scope on a 22 rifle. Yeah. Ooh, I tell you what, I had a blast shooting this today. Put a lot of rounds through this, not one single malfunction. Really just a great rifle. I highly recommend it. I got this at Sportsman's Warehouse for $220. The little Bushnell is about 80 bucks, so I'm right at $300 for this combination. And I'll tell you what, man, I had a lot of fun with this. Check it out. Winchester Wildcat, Bushnell TRS-25, and a Butler Creek 25 round magazine. Anyways, I got an expired can of whipped cream down here. I'm gonna take one last shot, and we'll see you guys next time. Subscribe, check out Patreon, check out my other videos, and thanks for watching. Whoa, that was cool. I love it.